Kerala has always been rich in traditional crafts. The villages were the workplaces for these crafts. Bare hands and simple tools shaped things of daily use. The raw material did not come from outside. It was available in plenty in and around the villages. The products had a steady demand in the local market. These traditional crafts were a part of the age-old self-sustaining lifestyle of rural societies. But times have changed. This is the local market at Kudirapandi in Thazhava Panchayat in the Kollam district of Kerala. Not long ago, it was a thriving trade center for the locally hand-woven screw pine bed mats, popularly known as Thazhava mats. But today, this industry is a pale shadow of its past. Only a few women involved in the craft bring in their half-finished mats to be sold to the middlemen. The meager sums they earn is barely enough to meet their domestic needs. The half-finished mats return to the market as finished Thazhava bed mats every Monday and Thursday mornings. Only about a decade ago, there were over 3,000 people involved in the making of Thazhava bed mats. Though the numbers have dwindled, making mats from screw pine leaves is still a major occupation for many in the area. The craftsmen who have converted the half-finished mats into fine quality bed mats wrangle over the price with the traders. The price is fixed. The deal is settled. The traders distribute the Thazhava mats for sale through retail outlets. The raw material for these mats comes from the leaves of the screw pine plant. These plants belong to the species Pandanus odoratissimus that are abundant in marshy lands and adjoining areas. The plants have elongated tapering leaves with spines on the blades and on the dorsal side of the midrib. Being of economic value, these plants in Thazhava are grown all along the road to demarcate the boundaries and to serve as fences. Even today, instead of building compounds, landowners here plant screw pine saplings along their land holdings. Besides serving as a fence, these plants provide the raw material for the mat-making craft of Thazhava. It is the women folk who undertake the job of collecting the screw pine leaves. The leaves are processed to obtain thin strands that are the basic element in the finished mats. First, the spines have to be removed. And the craftswomen have a simple way of removing the spines from the leaves. A small knot is made of coconut husk fiber. The knot, held between the index finger and the thumb, is run along the blade and the midrib to free the leaf from the spine. The spine-free leaves are spliced into strands of the desired thickness. The strands are then boiled in water to give them enough strength. These strands are then kept immersed in water preferably running water, for a day. Upon drying, these strands have attained a lustrous grey color and the required tensile strength. Now begins the job of the weaving of these strands. The first set of strands are folded and locked at one end. The vertical strands serve as the warp and the horizontal, the weft. The interweaving of the warp and the weft go to make the mat. In between the domestic chores, the women of Thazhava keep themselves engaged in making these mats. It takes a day or two to complete one mat, which fetches them about 30 rupees each, a meager return for the day's job. Once the weaving is complete, the unfinished pieces are handed over to other craftsmen who carry out the finishing job. A bed mat is made up of two mat pieces kept one above the other so as to give a cushion effect. The pieces are measured and cut into appropriate sizes. The edges are trimmed and tied together to prevent them from slipping. The colored screw-pine strands that are used to stitch the edges give the mats a pleasing appearance. The loose and unwanted strands are trimmed to give a smooth finish to the surface of the mat. These mats, though of good quality, are not in demand now, as mats made of synthetic fiber have flooded the market. This has made mat making an unattractive craft.
ഒരു 45 വർഷം കൊണ്ട് ഈ കൂലിപ്പണിയാ ഒന്നും കിട്ടാനൊന്നുമില്ല. ഇതിൽ ഇടനിലക്കാരാ ഇതിന് കാശൊക്കെ അടിക്കുന്നത്. ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊന്നുമില്ല. ഒരു 30 രൂപ ദിവസം കഷ്ടിച്ചേ കിട്ടത്തുള്ളൂ. ഇവിടെ 4 പേരുണ്ട്. 4 പേരും കൊണ്ട് ഇത് ചെയ്താലേ ഈ തുക കിട്ടത്തുള്ളൂ. അങ്ങനെ അരാജകമാ വളരെ.
As bed mats are no longer a profitable product, local entrepreneurs have diversified the product range. The mats are now being converted into a variety of useful products and other curio items. In diversification of the product, the first thing they did was to color the strands in various hues. The colored fibers are hand-woven in small mat pieces by the traditional craftswomen. This has ensured a small yet steady income to many a craftswoman like Bhavani.
10-70 വർഷമായി പാന്നീത്ത് തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട് മെത്തപ്പ. അതിനിപ്പോൾ വിലയൊന്നും ഇല്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് തുണ്ടുകാരെ എടുത്തുകൊണ്ട് വന്ന് ചെയ്യാൻ. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇതാ 2 തുണ്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോയാൽ 10-15 രൂപ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 20 ആട്ടെ. ഇതേ ഉള്ളു. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ അങ്ങ് കഴിയുന്നു.
It is the mats woven by the craftswomen that are shaped into value-added products at the cottage industrial units run by private entrepreneurs. The products of these units range from useful articles such as table mats, vanity bags, office files, boxes, and a variety of knickknacks. One important aspect of these value-added products is the use of only eco-friendly materials. Synthetic materials are shunned. This has enhanced the market for these products. Women are trained in this new craft by societies registered under the Khadi and Village Industries Department of the Kerala government. Over 100 such trained women are employed in these units. These units have given, as many believe, hope for survival.
പാനയിത്തായിരുന്നു എനിക്ക് ആദ്യമായിട്ട്. അങ്ങനെ അതിൽ നിന്നും അവിടെ വിപണനം കുറവായപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ തുണ്ടുപാ നെയ്ത് ബാഗുകളും ടേബിൾ മാറ്റ്, മറ്റ് തൊപ്പി, കുഷ്യൻ കവറ് അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഓരോ ഉൽപ്പന്നങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ നിർമ്മിക്കാൻ ഭാവിച്ചു. അങ്ങനെ ഇവിടെ വന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇവിടെ ജോലി ചെയ്ത് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നല്ല വരുമാനമുണ്ട്.
Who could resist the attraction of these cute and colorful products? An offshoot of the Thazhava mat industry. These products, without much help from the state agencies, have begun to reach selected foreign markets.
ഞങ്ങൾ സാധാരണയായിട്ട് ഉൽപ്പാദിപ്പിക്കുന്ന സാധനങ്ങൾ ലേഡീസ് ബാഗ്, ഷൂസ്, ഹാറ്റ്, പ്രിഞ്ചസ് ബാഗുകൾ, പലതരത്തിലുള്ള സാധനങ്ങൾ ഉൽപ്പാദിപ്പിക്കാറുണ്ട്. ഇവ അന്യനാടുകളിലേക്കാണ് പോകുന്നത്. USA, ഫ്രാൻസ്, ജർമ്മനി ഈ സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലേക്കാണ്. പക്ഷേ ഇത് ഇടത്തട്ടുകാരാണ് ഇതിൻ്റെ ലാഭം മിക്കവാറും കൊണ്ടുപോകാറുള്ളത്. ഇതിന് വേണ്ട പ്രോത്സാഹനങ്ങൾ ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടാറില്ല.
Certainly, a little encouragement to the local enterprise, and of course, a clear policy on the popularization of eco-friendly products would go a long way in saving this traditional mat-making craft and thus bettering the lives of the craftsmen.